Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to episode 6 of Journal with Me. Today I really wanted to use these envelopes I got in the mail because they have a pattern that I've never seen before. I've seen a smaller version of this pattern where the squares are a lot smaller, but I've never seen this big squares. And I was so excited, so I decided that I needed to make a collage with them, although they're all the same, but you'll see how I mix them up with other envelope papers. I love using security envelopes in my journals. I've used them as journal pages, as a collage paper. They are so versatile, and I also use the windows a lot. And this is Azul. This is my blue journal. In this journal, every page needs to have something blue. So what I wanted to do here is something that I did for Junk Journal July, which was to create a background with the pattern papers from envelopes, and then on top of that background put circles of colorful magazine pages. And I did that for the prompt contrast in Junk Journal July. I'm gonna link that video down below if you're curious to see how that one turned out. And for this one, I'm just gonna use blue, as you will see in a little bit. So I'm starting to collage in this page. Oh, I also got some more pattern papers from my tear books that I made using more junk mail envelopes, so I can have them in hand whenever I want to use pattern papers, and they are very easy to tear. So I'm gonna start collaging. I really wanted these patterns from the 3 different envelopes to be different, but they're all the same. I thought some of them were lighter shades of gray, but they were all the same color, so I couldn't really put them next to each other because it would look like I never cut the papers up. So I decided to add other envelope paper like those to break it up a little bit, so it doesn't look like I just glued a whole thing, a whole piece of paper on top of my page. When I cut the envelopes, I really wanted to leave the windows intact because I use the windows a lot to make pockets and other sorts of ephemera for my junk journals. So maybe I'll make something soon with those. But for now, I'm just enjoying this pattern. I really wanted to do something to relax and kind of meditate. Gluing paper like this, it's really helpful for me if I can let go. It takes me a little bit to get into the rhythm, but once I get it, it's very relaxing. I can clear up my mind, and I've had a very stressful week, so this was really nice to do. I realized that I haven't been journaling a lot lately, so this was very needed. So it's been a couple of weeks since my last journaling session, I think. I really need to remember to do this more often, because even if it's just gluing paper like what I'm doing now, it's a very mindfulness experience for me. I feel present and at the same time very relaxed. So while I was working on this page, I was thinking about kindness and how difficult it is to find kind people in the world sometimes. I've had some experiences lately where I keep realizing that a lot of the people around me are not kind or are selfish. I guess that's what it is. Okay, so here I go in my magazine. I've had this magazine for a while and I just been using every page of it and I'll continue to use it. So I'm getting this page that has a lot of blue in it, and I'm gonna cut up circles with my circle punches. What did I say? So this is exactly the same thing I did for Junk Journal July, but the circles I cut were brighter colors like magenta and lime green and things like that. I'm just gonna keep it in the blue, different shades of blue and some greens, but mostly blue. So you see me cutting a lot of circles right now. My 2-inch circle punch is really annoying me. I don't know what's going on with it. But the paper gets trapped inside, so it's very hard to remove. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, just punching out circles. This is also very relaxing. If you ever want to do that, just punch out circles. I love using magazine pages because otherwise these magazines would end up, I don't know, in the recycling bin. So I just use all the paper I can find as collage paper, scrapbook paper, you know. There are a lot of patterns and designs that you can find in magazines and things that are not necessarily made to use like that. Like those are images of plates, what I'm cutting right now. Those are pictures of plates. The other one was a jean jacket, and I think the other piece was a rag. And I'm just getting all my images from there. So now I'm gonna start gluing the circles. I like to put them in the corners where the rectangles of papers meet with each other to kind of get rid of those harsh lines. So I'm trying to decide here how I'm gonna put them. At the end, I don't put them in that same order, and that's totally fine. At this point, I was really in the zone, like really letting my creativity flow without putting a lot of thinking. And I really like to journal like that. This is the time of the day, or every 2 weeks. I need to do this more often, where I can let myself be free and do whatever I want. I mean, this is not something that, I guess not a lot of people do this. I don't know if are there other people there using envelope papers as collage papers? Let me know. If you're making videos, I'd love to see them. I'm just obsessed with these papers. So yeah, I really needed to relax. And I was just really reflecting on the selfishness of people and how that can affect others. Like sometimes we don't realize because we live in our own world, but sometimes we don't realize that our actions have effects on others that can be very damaging to the other people, because everyone is going through something. I think that's what I'm writing there in white. I don't know. I honestly don't remember what I wrote. And because I wrote it in white ink or white gel, I cannot read it now. But there is a reason why I wrote it in white gel pen, and it's mostly because I didn't want to read it again. And also because I like the effect that it creates. But then I'm gonna go with my blue Posca pen and I'm gonna write something that I want to read again, that I really want to keep that. And that's what I'm writing there, that it doesn't cost anything to be kind to people that we see every day. Because you never know what other people are going through. And kindness, it's powerful. So that's the message I want to have today. Not that my journaling sessions need to have a message, but I really want to talk about this, that be kind. Let's be kind to each other, because we never know what's going on. And yeah, so then I grabbed these stamps. These ones I got from Temu. If you watched my Temu haul video, you will see them. And my green ink is really bad, so it didn't do much. Oh, and then I had to turn on my lights because I couldn't see anything. Now the sun is going away so fast. I'm not happy with that. So yeah, I had to turn on my lights. And then I grabbed my Posca pen and I went over that stamp mark, but also I wanted to stamp with that paint. And I didn't really like it. I don't know, maybe the background is too busy, so it's not very noticeable. So I went again over with my Posca pen to outline my stamp. Then I tried again the green ink. I think it's just too dry. I'm gonna test it in a little bit. You'll see how I'm testing it there. I think it's not getting anything out of it. Sad. I need a new green ink, I think. So now I'm doing some more mark making with green because I really wanted to have like leaves and things like that. And that's what I'm doing now. This is the part that I really enjoy about my journal pages, where I go to town with my mark making. And then I'm grabbing my gold pen, so I'm doing gold dots. So yeah, remember to be kind and to be nice to people, and you'll get kindness back, I'm sure. If you're kind to people, they'll be kind to you as well. Stamping the date, and I didn't like that, so I did it twice. So, and now I'm gonna round my corners, and that's the last of it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time soon. Bye.